Backhand index pointing right before I begin, hit that subscribe button, because I promise, if you stay with me until the very end of this story, you'll see a twist so shocking it might change the way you think about the word family. It all started at a Sunday lunch, seemingly normal. The table was full, my parents, my siblings, my uncles. Laughter, clinking glasses, the smell of food in the air. But a single sentence shattered it all. "You're weak. Your brother is the one who makes us proud." My father said it out loud, in front of everyone. Silence followed instantly. The sound of cutlery stopped. My mother lowered her eyes, and my brother smirked with satisfaction. Everyone waited for my reaction. I could have argued. I could have shouted, flipped the table. But I did none of that. I just took a deep breath and smiled. Nobody realized it in that moment, but something inside me had changed. That wasn't the first time I'd been humiliated. For years, I had been the one holding this family together. When my father lost his job, I paid the bills. When my mother needed medical treatment, I covered every cent. When my brother drowned in debt, I quietly bailed him out. But to them, none of it mattered. Everything I did was invisible. Worse, every one of my accomplishments was twisted into arrogance. When I bought my first car, they called it showing off. When I got a promotion, they said I was full of myself. But when they needed help, I was the first person they ran to. At that lunch, something snapped. I realized I wasn't family. I was a wallet. And right there, I decided, if they saw me as nothing, then nothing was exactly what they would get. In the days that followed, I stayed silent. I didn't lash out, didn't complain. I just observed. I noticed how my brother relied on me for rent payments like oxygen. I saw that my parents were 3 months behind on their mortgage, fully confident I'd swoop in again. I read every message begging for money, every desperate call. And slowly, I began pulling back. The automatic transfers stopped. The emergency cash never arrived. Meanwhile, I started keeping everything. Old payment receipts, debt letters, text messages. I was building a file, a record. Weeks passed, and the cracks started showing. My brother called first, his voice shaking. "I'm about to be evicted. Please, I can't do this without you." I let him talk, then answered calmly. "Didn't Dad say you're better than me? Ask him for help." The silence on the line was heavier than any scream. Soon after, my parents showed up at my door. Pride gone, desperation on their faces. "The bank is threatening foreclosure," my father admitted. My mother added, her eyes wet, "We just need your help like before." I looked at them quietly, poured myself a glass of water, and said, "Funny you said I was weak. Why should the weak one save you?" They had no answer, but the ending was still to come. I invited them all to dinner again, this time at my place. The table was set, but the air was heavy. Halfway through, I reached under the table and pulled out a black folder. Inside was everything. Copies of debts, overdue notices, proof of every transfer I'd made, even fake rent receipts my brother had forged. The truth laid bare, undeniable. My mother's face drained of color. My father shut his eyes in defeat. My brother stuttered, You can't do this. We're family." I smiled. "Family means loyalty, support, not exploitation. You mistook me for a pillar you could lean on forever. But today, that pillar has collapsed." The silence around that table was louder than any rage could ever be. In the weeks that followed, the consequences were inevitable. My brother lost his apartment. My parents sold their car just to stall the bank. And me, for the first time in years, I slept peacefully. They say revenge is poison. But I've learned the truth. Sometimes revenge is medicine. And mine was simple silence. Backhand index pointing right. And now I ask you, if it were you, would you have done the same?